All right. Oh boy, I tell you, if you have not, invite somebody, you may not be doing them well, right? Do them well by inviting them. So let's begin to deal with this assumption that misleads many. Thank you for the ice cream, Ashakuma. Thank you for the ice cream, Jane. Jane Designs. Thank you. Uh, thank you very much. I appreciate. Right? We're dealing with the assumptions that has misled many. Even today, among educated people, this assumption is still there, right? So let's start with this belief that is so common that many people have never questioned. They've never questioned this belief, right? They'll say if a man can get an erection, he's fertile. Yeah, that is an assumption, and it's all over the place. In fact, have you not heard things like, in fact, when you hear that this man is impotent, what comes to your mind? Inability to achieve erection, right? That's what comes to mind quickly. Right? So it's out there, it's all over the place. If a man can get erection, he's fertile. That is an assumption, and that assumption is not correct. Right? Now, thank you very much, Winex. I appreciate you. Right? So now this assumption is everywhere. It lives in the bedroom. It lives in the marriages. It lives in the when they even have a village meeting or a town hall. there is that assumption of the guy that does not have children yet. They say, "Come, show say your bola they walk like this," right? you know, they will ask them the question, bro, your bola need to walk. How can you not have kids? Right? It's in the town hall meeting, it's in the marriage, it's in the bedroom, right? We joke with it, and even quietly among medics, there's that quiet misunderstanding, right? But again, we will demystify it. We will demystify this thing, this assumption, and see what truly is fertility in men. Is that okay? But I want to tell you the truth. Understand this. And if you miss this thing I'm going to say now, you've missed too much. Just 2 sentences. An erection is a vascular event. Let it soak. I'm going to slow down so that you hear it. Let it soak. Erection. As in John Thomas standing up. Right? Bola charging out. Right? Is a vascular event. Whereas fertility is a cellular event. I'm going to say that again. Erection is a vascular event. Fertility is a cellular event. If you understood anything I just said now, please talk to me in the comment section. Just type understand. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know how many people are here. And if you're in the FYP, you want to jump in, let's engage. Let's talk about this, right? And of course, if you have questions, I'm ready for your questions. Invite all the men. We need all the men to assemble here now in the front row, right? Front benchers. Now, hello, is anybody there? So if you are there, just type understood. Or if you don't understand, just say you don't understand, and I will go back again. All right. So let's tap on our screen. Let's make sure we are engaging before we continue. Lovely. Thank you for the follow. I'll follow you back as soon as possible. You don't understand, Lovely. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Lovely, I said, for Bola to stand, for John Thomas to shoot out, for erection to happen, it is a vascular event. But for pregnancy to occur, it is a cellular thing, a cellular event, right? So that's what I said. And that's what I need you to understand. Because these two systems, they are not the same, even though they're in one location, right? They're in one location, but they're not the same. And when you confuse them, it will amount to delayed diagnosis, which has delayed a lot of people's diagnosis. You waste years because you're confusing the two, right? Because you have John Thomas that stand and you're walking all over the place. You say nothing is wrong with me, right? You are confusing the two systems, and you create unnecessary blame. And the same thing has happened among many couples. Why? Because I have erection steady. I can fire up to 20 rounds a day, right? Therefore, nothing is wrong with me. It has created blame in the home. Countless couples are suffering this thing, especially those that are trying to conceive. So today, let us separate what sexual performance is from reproductive capacity. So the remaining part of today's gist, we're going to be separating them. What sexual performance is and what reproductive capacity is. It's going to be scientific, but of course I'll remove all the jargons, the scientific jargons, medical jargons, to make it clear, right? And without any stigma. It's not to shame anybody, but to direct you so that you now know where to look. Because a lot of people don't know where to look. No, they don't know where to look. So right, let's continue our gist. Please tap on your screen, right? Tap on your screen. So let's look at the biology of an erection. I'm sure you're interested in knowing this thing. How does it come about, right? The biology of erection. Let's talk about that. You know, John Thomas, right? Penis, for those who don't, if you're not in Nigeria, so you may not know. So penis is John Thomas, right? John Thomas is the one organ that is hard, that can get hard, but does not have bone. So how does that happen? That's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about the biology of an erection. Who is ready for this gist? Type ready in the comment section. I want to see the comment section moving. It's not moving. Is it network? The comment section is not moving. Is it network that is the problem? Right? We are looking at the biology of erection. The biology of erection. So the first thing to understand is that erection is primarily about blood flow. Erection is primarily about blood flow. Underline that part, because that statement alone will solve all the confusions you have ever had. Right? So when sexual arousal happens or occurs, the brain sends a chemical signal, right? Which will, when that chemical signal goes into the penis, it affects the muscles, the tissues of the penis. Thank you very much, Amazing Grace. Thank you. Chemical signal, I don't want to mention all those details so that I don't confuse you. So just understand the concept. So when sexual arousal happens, for example, now I'm looking at one beautiful nude lady, right? And that is sexual arousal. When that occurs, my brain will send a chemical, right? That chemical, once it's released, is going to affect the tissue or the muscles of the penis, right? So when that happens, the blood vessels in the penis will open up. And as they open up, blood flows into the muscles, because the penis is all about muscles. And the muscles are like sponge. So when there is more water in the sponge, it feels heavy and turgid. Is that okay? So when blood flows in, that's when erection happens. The penis becomes rigid. And this involves, is that favorite? Favorite is here. Mr. Tabs is here. Good evening. You are welcome. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Right? So when blood flow into, remember, I said sexual arousal starts from here. That's why if you are hustling a babe, one of the things you don't want to do is to concentrate down there. Stay here. This is where the business is. Whether a woman or a man, if you can get in here, you can get down there. Right? Like I don't teach people bad thing, but it's biology. So this rigidity of the penis involves these following things I'm going to mention. Thank you very much, Mr. Tabs. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right? The rigidity of the penis, for John Thomas to charge, for the penis to be erected, strong, hard, for that to happen, these things are involved. Are you ready for this gist? Number one, neural signal. Neural as per message from the brain. That's number one. Number two, the integrity of the vessels. Vascular integrity is the second important thing. Why? Because the vessels, we need to take blood and dilate enough for blood to gush in for the erection to happen. Number three, the ability for the muscle to relax, for the spongy effect to happen, right? And finally, hormonal influence. Hormone is at play here, especially testosterone. You know, testosterone is what makes man, right? So these four things play together for erection to happen. And what did I say? Neural signal from the brain, vascular integrity, that is the blood vessels, muscle relaxation, that is the muscles there has to relax. Then hormones, that is especially testosterone, very key. Now, all this I just mentioned does not automatically involve sperm production. I did not mention sperm production in this business. I'm talking. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Amazing Grace. Thank you very much. All this I just mentioned, there is no sperm production in this business, because a man can have normal erection, right? A man can have normal ejaculation and normal sexual desire and still have severe impaired sperm parameters. John Thomas is always standing up. He's ejaculating. We can see he has sexual desire. In fact, he body the hot. You understand? Body the hot. Yes, good sexual desire, but he still can have severely impaired sperm parameters. What are sperm parameters? You know, when you do semen analysis, all those things, that's what we call sperm parameters. What happened, Lucci's drifts? The English is too much. Don't worry, just understand the concept. Is that okay? So the ability for sperm to be produced and erection to happen, they have overlapping hormonal responsibility, but they are not the same. They are not the same. Is that okay? Up until this point, I don't want to lose anybody. Up until this point, did you understand anything? If you understand, please type in the comment section, understand. Then we'll continue our gist. Is that okay? If you understand, please type in the comment section, understand. Thank you, lovely, for the likes. Right? If you're just joining, we're talking about erection. And if you don't like erection, get out of the live stream. It's not for everybody. We're talking about a topic that is for people who likes erection. Right? All right. So let's continue our gist. What actually determines male fertility? When we talk about fertility, at least we have dealt with the issue of erection. So you are at no loss about what erection is. You know what erection is now. Now let's go and see what actually determines male fertility. This fertility we're talking about in men, what determines it? Because it's not erection. John Thomas can stand up. Ejaculation can happen, right? Your blood, the hot, you want knock every time. But that is not fertility. That is not fertility. But what now actually determines fertility? You see, male fertility depends on sperm production. Male fertility depends on sperm production. The production of sperm within the testes. That is what male fertility will depend on. Good evening, Dr. Pat is here. You're welcome in, Dr. Pat. Good to see you. Right? What determines male fertility? What male fertility depends on is on the production of sperm in the testes. If sperm is not being produced or sperm is not being produced efficiently, forget about fertility. Right? Forget about fertility. And now this process of sperm production would require these things that I'm going to mention to you. Yeah? Welcome back, MSEG. You're welcome. The process of sperm production will involve these things I'm going to mention to you. I'm trying to oversimplify it so that everybody can understand. Right? The first thing sperm production will depend on is the signal that comes from the brain to the testes. I've said it before. There's a connection between the brain and the testes. Thank you, Dr. Pat. Thank you. Hello. Where have you been? Haibo. Haibo, where have you been? Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. All right. I hope you're good anyway. Right? There's a connection between your head, your brain, and your ovaries. There's a connection between your head, your brain, and your testes. And now that's why I keep on saying time and time again that there is no sexual desire. There is no erection if it's not coming from here. Right? If it's not coming from here. So you're wasting your time to be looking at the genitals. You should be spending all that time to be trying to get into the person's head. Right? I know they teach people bad thing. but that's the truth anyway. That's simple biology. Right? So there must be proper signal from the brain to the testes for sperm production to happen. That's number one. Number two, there has to be adequate testosterone. If you're just joining, you're welcome. I see Onome Betty is here. You're welcome. Right? So we're talking about for sperm production to happen, number one, there must be proper message from the brain. Thank you for the heart, man. Proper message from the brain to the testes. That's the first thing. The second thing, there must be adequate testosterone. Testosterone is the male hormone, the hormone that makes men men, right? And it's very essential for sperm production. Good evening, Onome Betty, I see you. Right? Then the third thing, there are cells that must divide to produce sperm. If those cells are not dividing, if those cells are sick, forget about it. Right? I don't want to mention all those names so that I don't confuse you. Just understand the concept. The next thing is there must be optimal temperature. There must be optimal testicular temperature. Sperm production will be impaired, will be hindered when the scrotum has too much temperature. Right? For those who have been following our GIST health talk for a very long time, you already know what I'm talking about. You have to make sure the temperature down there is adequate. Then the next thing that is involved or required is genetic stability. Genetic stability. Very important because the gene or chromosome are responsible for the quality of sperm. When you talk about sperm quality, you're talking about the genes, right? And that is why, of course, as we grow older, the genetic makeup is changing and sperm quality declines, right? Then you have to lower oxidative stress. Yeah? If you're just joining, you're welcome. And you know that it takes approximately 74 days, counts, for one sperm to be produced and become mature. So from the day the sperm is produced to the day it becomes mature. Mature is in the store. Not that it's ejaculated. No, that's not. From the day it was produced to the day it becomes mature, it takes 74 days for one sperm to be produced. So you can see the amount of resources and time it takes for the precious sperm to be produced. So you don't want to be wasting it all over the place, right? This means that sperm quality today, listen, oh boy, if you miss this information, you have missed too much. Right? So just in case you think that it is today's knack that's responsible for your infertility, you're a joker. Listen to me. It means that the sperm quality you have today reflects the health status you have nearly 3 months ago. So your sperm quality today is a picture of your health status 3 months ago. That's why I tell couples that are trying to conceive, you have to prepare yourself 3 to 6 months before you try to conceive. How do you prepare? Change your lifestyle. Eat quality diet. Have quality sleep. Manage stress. 3 months before you go knack. Right? Why? Because today's knack is the result of 3 months ago. Oh boy. Come talk to me. Do you understand anything? Is anybody here in this house right now? Talk to me. Just type understand in the comment section. Let me be sure there's somebody listening to me tonight. And if you are just joining, you're welcome. You want to follow me now? Tap on your screen, share the life. That's all you need. Because this information will change the way relationships, the dynamics in relationship. It will. So if in 3 months' time I want knack, my behavior now will determine the quality of knack I will have in 3 months' time. Oh boy, I tell you, you want to make sure you act right. So the same thing we say about those people that smoke, those people that drink, and all. Like, we'll get there. All right, we'll get there. Why? Because it takes 74 days for one sperm to be produced and mature. So the sperm you are producing today, or rather you are ejaculating today, is the sperm that was produced 3 months ago. So the quality of that production is today's testimony. Yeah. So what do we do? Prepare for, I'm talking to those that are trying to conceive. Prepare yourself 3 to 6 months before you ever try to conceive. Otherwise, you'll be trying for a very long time. Right? You'll be trying for a very long time. The sperm quality today determines your health status yesterday, 3 months ago. That's what we're talking about. Whereas erectile dysfunction, on the flip side of the gist, will reflect the immediate vascular and neurological functions. If you cannot achieve erection, it just means that there's something wrong with your vessels. Your heart is sending you signal. You're right. It also means that something is going on in your head. Because a person where in mind settle, lying in John Thomas the fist stand, right? So so we are looking at two different timelines. We're looking at two different biological pathways, yet one place. They're in one place. Are we still here? If you are still here, talk to me. Just type, I'm here. Right? Type, I'm here. So this is very interesting. If you've not learned anything at all in these last few statements, you've missed the live stream. You've missed the live stream. Right? According to the World Health Organization, globally, male factor contributes 50% to infertility around the world. 50%. So when you are dealing with infertility issue, 50% of that issue is a man problem. And unfortunately, like we said yesterday, for the past 10, 20 years, sperm count has been cutting down, has been reducing by the numbers up to 50%. Less and less men. For real is here. For real, thank you very much. Right? Sperm count is going down for the past 10, 20 years. What is going on? We will know. We will know. But I want to, I'm bringing this to your knowledge. At least we know. According to the World Health Organization, 50% of infertility issue around the world is a man problem. Yet, what do you see? Yes, what is it? I'm going to answer that question, Dr. Paz. I'm going to answer the question. Living legend is here. You're welcome. Welcoming living legend. With this 50% responsibility that men have, yet men would delay testing because they believe that I perform normally. No be me do 4 rounds yesterday. No be me knock up to 20 rounds last week. The perception that does not bring the accrued fertility to performance. Performance does not equal sperm quality. Knocking 8 rounds a day is not equal to sperm quality. You can have dead cells that you are ejaculating 8 times in one day. Right? So performance is not quality. Those of us will be, let me talk to our constituency. Constituency people, come this time. Those of us will be 1 minute men. People will get plenty children all over the place. Then those that are doing several rounds, they still they look for one picking. so 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 what do you rather have? 1 minute man or plenty children? So anyway, that's just to lighten our mood, because people don't they take this thing too serious. But yes, it's true. 50% of infertility is a man problem, right? It's a man's problem, and it has nothing to do with performance. You can perform for all we care. There's a question somebody asked yesterday. I said they should remind me. Nobody remind me. If I don't remember today, we'll still pass it by. All right? But I just hope the person gets the clarity she's looking for. So I said all that to say that performance does not equal sperm quality. Performance does not equal sperm quality. This is what semen analysis. Semen analysis, when you go to do semen analysis, what does it evaluate? It evaluates favorite. when you do when you do semen analysis, what do they evaluate? Semen volume, sperm concentration, motility. What is motility? Motility is the amount of cells that are actively moving, right? Then morphology. Morphology is how does the sperm look? Does it have the right appearance? Does it have the right shape? Because it must have the right shape, right? And none of these things I just mentioned are visible during intercourse. So when you are knocking, are you now looking at this sperm that is coming out? Is it the normal shape? Is the concentration adequate? That one no concern you, right? That one no concern you. So performance does not bother about these things. You cannot see motility. You cannot see morphology. When you are knocking, you cannot see DNA fragmentation. Fertility happens at a microscopic level. Everything fertility is at microscopic level. And that's why we're taking time to take these things one after the other to give us the clarity on why some people are still struggling with conception. Is that okay? Now, there is a pattern you will notice, and you see that happen repeatedly in clinical practice, right? Couples that are trying to, or rather, who have tried for 1 year to conceive, when they appear in the clinic, what happens? The woman undergoes evaluation. The man will say, I don't have any problem. And they give you good reasons why they don't have any problem. And one of those reasons is that I have 2 baby mamas with 3 children, right? That sounds good. Now you're like, oh my God, I'm the problem. Calm down. You're not the problem. We need to evaluate the two of you together. But I'm just thinking about the kind of changes that will come after this knowledge, after we've given this knowledge, because people need to know what's going on, right? Yes, this is how they always say. This is what they always say. They don't have any problem. Why? Because their sexual performance appears normal, right? Good evening, Mirage. The unusual is here. The unusual Mirage, I see you. Right? So for men, I want you to consider this. A man with severe oligospermia may still ejaculate normally. You can even ejaculate a river, right? But yet, that river is severe oligospermia. Oligospermia means scanty sperm, a low sperm count, right? A man with what we call non-obstructive azoospermia, right, may still have normal libido and erection. Normal libido and erection. But when they evaluate the sperm, there is no sperm. The semen is there, but there's no sperm. But yet, he blood the heart, he dey knack back to back. Right? John Thomas, they stand up anytime. The moment he just called John Thomas, 911, he don't jump up. Right? But no sperm. No sperm. So because they feel that they are always available, John Thomas, they always stand up, their energy day, they feel like it cannot be me. I cannot have any problem. But I'm telling you tonight, right? A man with non-obstructive azoospermia may still have normal libido and erection. Right? And a man with high DNA fragmentation may have no sexual symptoms. You still dey knack back to back like mad. No symptoms at all. But yet, DNA fragmentation is the problem. Sperm quality is poor. The sperm quality is poor. So I'm telling you, erection is not a test for fertility. Erection is not a test of fertility. You know that thing that women say, that if I'm in a relationship, I must test. You are testing performance. You are not testing. If for you to test fertility, you must get pregnant too. You say you want test. What did they test? You are testing. My favorite grandma is here. So I was saying that erection is not a fertility test. Yes, we celebrate every day. Congratulations. Erection is not fertility test. If you like, go 1 hour. If you like, do 10 rounds a day. That is not a fertility test. Performance is not fertility test. Right? It's not fertility test. What performance will give you idea about is that your blood flow is okay. It's actually a test for blood flow, right? Because if you are achieving erection, your vessels are good, your heart is good. Because when you cannot achieve erection, it's an indicator that something is going on in your heart and your blood vessels, right? Exactly. Exactly. Up. John Thomas jumping up doesn't mean you have good swimmers. Exactly. That is gospel according to my favorite grandma. Right? So, but if you are seeing good erection and having good performance, it just means that your blood flow is good. Right? Men D. Because they did knock anyhow. Now, I told you earlier that there is an hormonal overlap between erection and sperm production. These are two pathways, but when it comes to hormone, there is overlap because testosterone is involved in both cases. Testosterone influences both libido and sperm production, right? So the absence of that or the reduction of that will lead to a thing or two. Low testosterone can affect sexual desire. That's why it is easier for men to want to knack with strong erection in the morning than it will be in the evening, because by evening time, testosterone level is already nosediving, right? You can't. In fact, you got to pay me for this information, because I am just thinking what you begin to do with this information. So what was I saying? I was saying that low testosterone in the morning, men peak in the morning. Age, when it comes to age, grandma, when it comes to age, men fertility begins to decline. Fertility begins to decline from 40. It begins to decline from 40. Does not mean that performance decline. No. Performance is a function of emotion, hormonal levels, lifestyle, and all this stuff. That's what we're talking about anyway. So I was saying that low testosterone can affect sexual desire. Or you see a man who is not really into sex, check his testosterone. Right? He's not really always available for that. Check his testosterone levels. Low testosterone can affect energy levels. That's why men are energetic to do work more in the morning than in the evenings. Right? Low testosterone also can affect muscle mass. Right? When you see them macho, V-chest, muscle all over the place, it's testosterone. The muscle mass. don't go the way of steroids, please. Because when you go there, you may never come back. So it's better to live a healthy lifestyle. Right? Luchis, we'll answer that question. We will. So when testosterone level is less, you don't see plenty muscles, right? The muscle mass will be less because of testosterone levels are low. And of course, low testosterone means lower mood. And I will always say you see that in men. Men are always in their calmest in the evenings. Energy is reduced, right? Of course it does. It does. When you do steroids, your John Thomas, all those people where they carry weight, where they use steroid, they inject. Yeah, John Thomas, they're big now. You don't know. They just have muscle, but John Thomas don't get level. I tell you what they happen. Have you not noticed that it's a slimmer, structured men that John Thomas, they long like Los boss. If you want spoil, Kukuma spoil this night, make everybody rest. But there's a paradox in this matter. Right? There's a paradox in this matter. Yeah. What do you say? How does it make more? I don't understand that question. So I want to talk about the paradox in this matter. Excessive external testosterone, that is this anabolic steroid that favorite grandma is talking about, excessive of it and the misuse of these hormones can suppress sperm production completely. That's why I say don't even try it. Don't go there. Don't go there. I can say it over and over again. Those guys that are doing machos, using steroids and all that, their John Thomas don't get level. No, you don't. A man of that stature may look muscular. See there, V-chest, muscle full everywhere. He may even have high libido. And then one knock pass, right? Right? Don't use that. But again, even at that, right? Even at that, even when you may have a strong erection, sperm count can still be zero. Sperm count can still be zero. The focus is not even the John Thomas. The focus is on the ability to produce sperm for fertility to happen. Right? And this is one of the least understood mechanism among people. Now we're talking about it, just the, oh wow, is that so? Because you're beginning to understand some things. So that masculine appearance does not equal reproductive capacity. Nobody who get chest, they produce plenty children, right? So up until this point, if you understood anything, please talk to me in the comment section. Type understand. Let me know you are here, you are listening. He said I would think that it will be. Now when you start using it, it may be bigger, but much later. You know, get level. All right. Don't even start. You may think you are making progress, but later it will fail you. The body is not designed for those things. You don't trick the body to think that you, because when the body discover everything will just crash it. What's cash? Thank you for listening. Thank you. Are you following me? Please follow me. If you're seeing me for the first time, you want to follow me, right? You want to follow me. Make sure you're following me, because by the time I'm done this year, people will conceive and many relationships will be solidified, because we must have dealt with some of those confusions that is making people part ways. In 1 minute they'll say it's money that keeps a relationship. Now the money has come. They say no, it's not money again. It's ability to knock. So you just bundle of confusion. All right, you're following me. All right, it's all right. I'll follow you back. Thank you, Gift, for the follow. Bundle of confusion. Right. So where are we? Let's talk about now let's even introduce something more. This ejaculation is still not enough for fertility. That you ejaculated. Good evening, T Square Edibles. Thanks for all your thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you're just joining, you're welcome. The time for our discussion like this is Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time. You want to make sure you get yourself ready every day. We're already on 30 days of male infertility. If you want to know all the possible problems in male infertility, join us every day, Monday to Friday. All right. So let's look at this thing even more deeper when we talk about ejaculation, right? You know, some men equate ejaculation, that is ejaculation volume, with fertility. Say when I ejaculate, the thing dey plenty. Okay, right? They consider that semen, right? More semen would mean more sperm, right? That's what everybody should expect. You are ejaculating a river, right? So therefore, that means more sperm. Semen is not sperm. In case you don't know before, I'm telling you now. Semen is not sperm. And the volume of semen that you ejaculated is not necessarily enough. It's not necessarily enough, right? Semen volume include secretions. There are organs, glands that secrete those things you see with your eyes. What you see with your eyes is not sperm, even though that's what we call it, right? some things contribute those things together as a package to deliver sperm, right? And the things that contribute to that, there's something called the seminal vesicle, yogurt. Christy Lambert said it's yogurt, right? Please, women should learn from men, right? Women should learn from men because men are watching football. They're watching football right now. So you go and tell them what's up, right? So there is seminal vesicle is a gland. It's part of the contributor of that thing you see called semen. There's a prostate. Prostate is also a gland. It's part of the contributor of that thing you call semen. There is the what we call bulbo urethral gland. Don't worry about the names. I'm just giving you an idea. Bulbo urethral gland is also a contributor to what you call sperm. So sperm constitutes only that thing you call sperm is only the cells, and those cells are in their entirety. It's just a fraction of that whole thing you are seeing. That whole volume, it's just small of it that is sperm inside, because all that thing you are seeing is supposed to package and deliver the sperm to its destination. Matter is here, right? Do you know that a normal semen volume may contain very few sperm? That's when you do the analysis, you see that this volume is okay, but the number of sperm inside is few, like what you call low sperm count, right? And you can have somebody ejaculating small and the count of sperm is adequate in concentration. Confusing? No, it's not confusing. What we're talking about is the amount of sperm that is being delivered. The package may be big when I want small diamond ring there inside. In the flip side, the package may be small, but the content is huge. So the semen may be plenty, the sperm count is small. Then other person may ejaculate something small, but the sperm concentration inside is plenty. That is exactly what I'm talking about. If you understood what I just said now, please talk to me in the comment section. Type understood. Let me be sure you understand exactly what I'm saying. Right? Because what I'm saying is that volume is not the same as viability. Right? Volume is not the same as viability. If you're just joining, you're welcome. If you have not followed me, you want to follow me, join the live stream Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And if you have missed anything at all, go to YouTube, search my name, Dr. Godwin EMB. All the previous episodes are there. Make sure you subscribe to me. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about something very important. That is the DNA factor. When it comes to sperm, excuse me. When it comes to sperm, DNA is a factor. Right? DNA is a factor. Modern reproductive medicine has done more research, and we have now expanded beyond the basic semen analysis that you know. So it does. Ivy is here. Hello, Ivy. Good to see you. All right. So we have actually moved beyond. Thank you very much for the heart, man. We've moved beyond that semen analysis on one sheet of paper. Now we're looking at sperm DNA fragmentation, which is a measure of genetic integrity within a sperm. So that's why if you are an older couple, right? If you are an older couple right? One of the things, and you're trying to conceive miscarriages and all the IVF failure, one of the things I would advise you to do, make sure you go and do genetic testing for sperm and even egg. But I'm talking about men, right? For sperm. Let's know whether this thing get level. You can be producing sperm, but the sperm no get level, right? It's not enough to ejaculate a river, but does it have level? So, do you know that high fragmentation, right? High DNA fragmentation is associated with reduced fertility rate. That is why, as men grow older, it takes longer time for them to be able to impregnate a woman. Just imagine you when you were much younger. The moment you just blow a lady breeze like this, she don't carry belly, right? And you no go agree. Say it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's you. But now you're older. You have been knocking for 2 years, and pregnancy is not coming. What happened to you? That's what I'm talking about. The DNA factor, right? So as you grow older, there's reduced fertilization rate. As you grow older, there's increased miscarriage rate. Make I put the cap belly don't enter. Exactly. When you're younger, that is just basically what happens. Just the tip, you're pregnant. But when you're older, even your waist self will enter inside. You don't go see belly. Exactly. That's what it is. Right? Why, as you go older, fertilization rate reduce. There's increased miscarriage rate because of sperm quality, DNA factor. There's lower embryo quality. A man can have normal erection. John Thomas, they stand well. Right? A man can have normal semen volume. He can even have all the parameters normal. Blossom is here. Sperm count is cool. But when you have elevated DNA damage, that is a problem. And this thing is actually invisible. You will not see it in your normal semen analysis. You must do specialized testing, like the genetic testing I mentioned. And this explains some cases that we mentioned the other time as unexplained infertility. It has explanation, just that you have not done the right testing. Right? You've not done the right testing. So did you understand anything up until this point? You've got to understand what I'm saying. I tell you, tonight information, I'm sure you're beginning to think, okay, so if you are still waiting to get old before you start knocking, you may just be wasting your time. Knock now, right? License to knock. Thank you very much, lovely, for the roses. Thank you. Go and knock now. This is the time to produce the children. Because when you get older, your knocking is for enjoyment. It's not for producing children. Well, the word is enough for the wise. Don't you know that it is in your old age you're supposed to enjoy knocking? Because you're not afraid. You're not doing what do you call it now? You're not doing family planning to prevent pregnancy. Because all the possibility of getting pregnant don't disappear. So knock away, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Knock away. Knock away, I tell you. When you're older, I'm emphasizing old because most people are already in their 40 and above. That is the time to start enjoying your life. You're not afraid of any baby. But when you are younger, you're trying to be careful here. And thank you very much, Amazing Grace. Thank you, Ivy. I appreciate you for the gifts. Right? So when is it time to knock? Now. When is time to start having kids? Now. All right. So having said that, it's important we talk about erectile dysfunction. Let us see this erectile dysfunction and the confusion that has been around when you relate it with fertility. They say, man, John Thomas need a gree stand, therefore he is impotent. Are you sure? Are you sure? Let's talk about it. Let's clarify everything in the right direction. Is that okay? Now, erectile dysfunction does not automatically mean infertility. No, it doesn't. In fact, erectile dysfunction is often related to vascular disease. When you're John Thomas, stop taking monkey tail, stop taking Viagra, all those drugs that they give. I will never advise any man to go that way. I will never. It cannot happen. Not me. Don't go that direction. It's already telling you that something is wrong with your vessel, something is wrong with your heart. And you are now forcing your system to produce erection. You see why they die on top women all over the place? No day, right? They say it didn't day, right? Don't do it. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to kill yourself. Because erectile dysfunction is often related to vascular disease, related to diabetes, related to hypertension, is related to psychological stress. Look at how young we are. When we're thinking of money, where you want to see John Thomas to stand up? Where we don't get money? Psychological stress. Oh boy. Thank you very much for the gift. Right? Psychological stress. I'm thinking about money. Is it me that is thinking about money that you are expecting John Thomas to jump up? Jump up, go where? He no go jump to anywhere. Go nowhere. Then there are others that have neurological conditions. Right? Thank you, Dr. Jody. Thank you very much. Right? A man with erectile dysfunction may still produce healthy sperm. John Thomas did a stand. No mean say sperm no good. Sperm can be good. But just that the machine gun need a grill load. Right? So in such cases, what are you supposed to do? There is assisted reproductive technology which will bypass that erectile limitation. Right? So again, what do I tell you? Sexual function and fertility capacity must be evaluated separately. John Thomas stand and my ability to impregnate somebody, these are two different things. Don't join them together. Right? So if you're understanding anything, please talk to me in the talk to me in the comment section. Right? We're talking about men in these 30 days. We go enter men. Woto. Right? So the next time you see John Thomas jumping up, you want to look at it. Is this for pleasure or for results? That's what you want. Because John Thomas can stand up for two reasons, for pleasure and for results. So if you want results and it's standing up for pleasure, you want to ask questions. If you want pleasure and it's standing up for results, you want to ask questions. So be smart, right? Be smart. And this is what the knowledge does to you. It makes you smart. Makes you smart. So that next time maybe you're even trying not to conceive. Look at what the information will do to you. You now know, okay, this is how I'm going to position myself, right? So if you're just joining, you're welcome. You have missed too much at this point, right? So you want to make sure you follow me on YouTube, Dr. Godwin EMB. Make sure you subscribe. Watch all the previous videos. If you're trying to conceive, you watch those videos long and hard enough, you will carry belly. I'm telling you the truth. It's going to happen. Even though you're not stable, what do you mean you're not stable? Hypo. What do you mean you're not stable? I want to be sure what you mean, right? You're not stable to knock, or you are not stable for what? Talk to me. We have given everybody that is married, trying to conceive, the license to go and knock. Just continue. All right, let's look at we are still looking at the psychological confusion this can cause, right? Okay, you keep on going and coming. Okay, I understand. All right, let's look at the psychological consequences of this confusion we're talking about. The confusion between erection and fertility. John Thomas standing up and ability to impregnate somebody. So when erection, you see, when you erection, you equate it to fertility, maybe because of cultural thinking and all those belief and understanding people have. Several harmful patterns will emerge when you're confusing erection for fertility. You'll begin to notice something. Men will begin to resist semen testing. Are they not resisting? I already have 2 baby mamas. And they do up to 8 rounds. So nothing is wrong with me. They are resisting it because we are making a confusion to think that erection and fertility are the same thing. Right? We are making a mistake. Right? That's the first thing. The second thing, women will now have to undergo what I would consider a disproportionate evaluation. I've said it here before. In case of a woman, you went everywhere, spent all the money there could be. All the money there could be. And when she was done, everything's okay. Finally, a wise doctor said, let us do semen analysis. And what did we see? Semen analysis. We have low sperm count, low motility. So all that evaluation was just a waste of time. A waste of time. Understand what I'm telling you? Right? We believe. When I say we, I'm talking about our subscribers, our gifters, and all the people that support the live stream to come on, right? But let me clap for them. Let me blow trumpets for them. Yeah. I don't just come online. There are people that do these things, right? Thank you very much for all the gifts, the subscription, and the support. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because these people believe in you. That's why they are making it possible for us to have this discussion every night. Every night. So I'm telling your story because I want to bring you solution. I want to bring you solution. You listen long and hard enough. Stay on the live stream. All right? All right. So how did I get there? So where was I? So this confusion will result to men resisting testing. You're resisting it. Nothing is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with me. Oh God, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. Right? Then women now will go through battery of tests only to find out that it was not their problem anyway. Couples will just be wasting time. And I don't want you to waste your time. Because when you waste your time, it's automatic diagnostic delay. Age is a factor. And every 1 hour you miss, you will never get it back. The same way your fertility is depreciating. It's not because I said so, because that's what biology is. Right? The misunderstanding, the only thing it does, this misunderstanding, the only thing it does, it protects the ego of the man, but damages the outcome. Of what use is ego when you don't get results? Think about it. And I'm also talking to myself, right? Because we must talk to ourselves equally. Of what use is ego without results? And some of us can be so broke, but yet our ego will not allow us to go and look for help. Right? I said we will enter men woto these 30 days. They don't enter. Right? This misunderstanding is just protecting men's ego. And now look at the outcome. Damaged. Thank you very much. No outcome. Spending a lot of money. And I'm also talking about some of you that you rather go and spend a lot of money where they give you useless drugs that will worsen your situation. But when we advise you, you say we've not done anything for you, so we are not worth your money, right? you will cry. In Gege's voice, you will cry. Right. Thank you for the roses, lovely. I appreciate you. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Make sure you're following me. Tap on your screen. Right? When we have good numbers, it's important we take the likes up. Take the likes up. It's very important. So I just want to encourage men, and if you are listening for a man, I'm also encouraging you. Testing, that is the semen analysis and other advanced testing there is. It's not an accusation. We did not tell you to go and do semen analysis or other tests because we are accusing you that is the problem. No, it's not an accusation. It is a strategy. And the strategy is not complete without the man testing. It's not. All right. So if you are still here, please talk to me in the comment section. Just type, I'm here. I'm here. Let's talk about something interesting. Something interesting. We're going to look at the 3-question fertility rule for men. Right? Oluwumi, I see you. Thank you. The 3-question fertility rule for men. Yeah? If you are trying to conceive, you're going to put these 3 questions in your front burner. Right, number 1. Have I had semen analysis? Number 2. Were the results interpreted correctly? For those that have consulted here, if I've consulted with you, you understand that usually not the day you gave me the results that I get to tell you anything. Because you don't rush. Fertility is not something you rush. Calm down. And by the way, if you want private consultation, you can come to my DM. You'll pay. you pay 5K. It's small money just for your data, right? So where was I? So is it interpreted correctly? Because it has to be interpreted correctly. And the number 3 question is, if the results were abnormal, was further evaluation done? Right? Was further examination done? Sincerely ask yourself this question. Sincerely answer the question. Because until you begin to ask yourself the right question, you will not know anywhere to go. You go drink agbo, tire. If the answer to this question, or any of them, just maybe one of them, two of them, three of them, if one or all of them is no, that your John Thomas where stand is irrelevant. It does not mean anything. And I've said before, you can have John Thomas that is as long as Los boss. If he's unable to impregnate a woman, it's just for charade, right? It's just for charade. You are just making women happy, right? Because without semen evaluation, fertility status is unknown. We need to evaluate the semen. Let us know the fertility status. Let us understand what is going on. Right? Now you are educated. What are you going to do with this information I'm giving you? I'm thinking about those that are trying to conceive now. What are you going to do with the information? Are you going to still waste your time, or are you going to be more intentional? And I think you should be intentional. Right? You should be intentional. But I will never stop talking about this issue until I've spoken about lifestyle and hidden dangers. You don't know what lifestyle is doing to you. Many factors impairs sperm quality silently. Many factors. And I want to talk about them one after the other. Hopefully, if I get tired, we'll close the live stream, but my energy is I still get plenty of energy today, right? So let's go there. I still have energy, right? So let's talk about those many factors that can influence sperm quality. And they are very easy to even reverse. That's the good thing about it. The first one is smoking. Smoke. There are all manner of smoke all over the place. People smoke all manner of things. Yeah? People smoke all manner of things. Smoke waiting no good. It is a factor. You know what smoke does? It impairs testosterone levels and sperm production. Smoking. Then the other thing, the next thing is obesity. What is your BMI? Men, I'm talking to men now. What is your BMI? Do you even know what BMI is? So this is what BMI is. BMI is your weight against your height. So it's not because you are big. No. It's what is the proportion of your weight to your height. A guy can be big, but he's tall. His BMI is okay. So you want to know, go and find out what your weight is. Go and find out what your height is. Then do the calculation. If you don't know how to calculate, go to Google. Do search BMI calculator. Put the information. I know where you are. BMI, yes. So it's not just women that should know their BMI, men should know their BMI too. Obesity impairs sperm quality silently, right? Chronic stress is another factor. We're in the age of hustling. Men, they hustle. We're hustling back to back. We want to make this money, right? And it's not out of place. It's not out of place. We got to make the money, But chronic stress will impair. Network don't show. Yeah, sorry, MSEC. At least you are here now, right? Chronic stress can impair the quality of sperm. You don't know, well, you know now. So what do you want to do? Another factor is alcohol, excessive alcohol. Excessive alcohol. In my personal ideology, if there is one benefit that people get from alcohol, trust me, I will be the champion of drinking alcohol. The only reason why I don't do alcohol is because I've not found one benefit. But if there is, someone should tell me. But don't tell me that you forget your sorrows, right? I don't have any sorrow to forget. So don't tell me that. Alcohol, excessive. So what do? We want to cut down alcohol intake, right? Then there is the aspect of environmental toxin. This one largely, you may not be able to control it totally. You may not be able to control it totally because either it is environmental, what they use to control pests, herbs, all those issues, including the one you apply on your skin. Men hardly will apply chemicals on their skin, unlike women, but some men do, right? Then what about the toxin that come in food preservation? Then junk foods, right? So all these things are affecting sperm quality. This is the reason today we have 50% of sperm counts reducing globally. Somebody asked me why is that happening. That is the reason. Because of lifestyle, diet is poor, toxin, stress. Then also heat exposure, frequent hot baths. I know you have hot tubs, right? I always say leave hot tubs for women. Leave hot tubs for women. It's not for you as a man. Leave it for women. Why? Because you are just cooking your balls in that hot water. Heat exposure. The scrotum is outside the body for a reason. There's a reason why God put it outside. The body's temperature, normal body temperature, is somewhere around 37 degrees centigrade, right? And sperm production does not need 37 degrees centigrade to produce sperm. In fact, at 37 degrees centigrade, sperm production will stop. The temperature is too much. It needs about 2 to 3 degrees in temperature less than the normal body temperature. That's why it's outside. That's why it's dangling all over the place. It needs to cool down. Right? So now, you, in the name of enjoyment, you are sitting in hot tubs. You, in the name of being stylish, you're wearing tight pants, putting laptops on your lap, sitting all day long in the name of 9 to 5. Functional, entirely functional, but the sperm parameters has declined because sperm health is sensitive to your overall health. How healthy you are is a marker to how healthy your sperm is. And what did we say? Because of the time it takes for sperm to be produced, today's sperm is giving us an idea of your health 3 months ago, right? So as you are knocking waiting no good, just know say now 3 months ago behavior, now you dey knack today, right? That's why you prepare yourself for conception 3 to 6 months before you attempt conception. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. So by the time you get there, you know you are coming out with quality sperm, precious, precious sperm. How many of us have precious sperm? I do for one, because I'm healthy, right? So let us reframe the narrative. It's important. That's why we're having this discussion. Reframe the narrative. Instead of asking, can he perform, like most women do? They even made it a social media thing. Hey, he's a 2 minutes man. Like that funny woman who has gone back to reconcile with a 2 minutes man, who has already destroyed many homes. We'll come to that. That's not a discussion for this live stream, though. They made it a social media thing, as if there's something wrong with being a 2 minutes man. If there is an association for 2 minutes men, I think I want to be the chairman, right? Right. So instead of asking, can he perform? What you should be asking is, what do the sperm parameters show? The semen analysis that we did, what did it show? Instead of assuming, is he fine? Right? I can form it here on TikTok, right? Association of 2 minutes men, right? I'll become the president, CEO of all the 2 minutes men all around the world. Why? Because it does not determine your fertility. Perform for who? You won't kill yourself. Go die. Right? So I said to say, instead of asking whether this guy, is he fine? Is he okay? You should be asking, have we measured? Have we tested? Do we know what the parameters are? Do we know what the data is? Fertility is a microscopic science. It's not because you are seeing a macho, right? It's not because you are seeing plenty semen. No. It's not the visible performance. Say, no, this person can go up to 10 rounds. That's not fertility. That's not fertility at all. Fertility is something that you don't see. Right? So consider this. When there is an ejaculation, millions of sperm will be ejaculated, and only one of that sperm fertilize the egg. Why? Why do we need so many for only one to be successful? Interesting. We talked about that in the first season anyway. If concentration is too low, right, the motility, the ability for the sperm to move will be too weak, right? Or you can also have the issue of DNA integrity being compromised, and the race will be lost before it begins. Right? Poor concentration, low motility, that's ability to move, DNA integrity compromised, that your 8 rounds is a waste, because you have lost the match before it ever begins. It's not going to amount to anything. And none of these things I just mentioned will be visible during the time of intimacy. No. That's why erection is not fertility. Erection is not fertility. It can never be. Right? So, what we've been talking about for the past more than 1 hour is I'm trying to demystify this thing called erection. Right? Sexual performance is not a reproductive proof of anything. You're just making people happy. happy men. Right? What do you call it now? Confidence in the bedroom is not a fertility certificate. It's not. What you need is data. Data, as in the result from your semen analysis, not the one you are assuming. Because when you get that result, that's when your strategy is determined. So if you are asking, why are you not pregnant, right? Make sure the answer is not hidden behind these false equivalence, right? Make sure. Because until sperm is tested, fertility is not measured. And when you have that unmeasured variable, it's very dangerous for your journey. So I will stop here, take 1 or 2 questions, and let us see what we can amount to tomorrow. If you are still here, please talk to me.